Supreme issue number 2. This is us continuing the Extreme universe. Okay. I like Supreme. I think he's great. He looks cool. There's always a lot of always a lot of action in this comic. This is, of course, Rob Liefeld's Extreme Universe, and we're doing a video a week talking about it. I bought this sucker. Still have my copy off the shelf. Super excited about it. Superman is my favorite hero of all space and time. And I was excited. Anytime there's like a Superman clone, I kind of get excited anyways, just because I'm a bit of a sucker for that. So I was excited. And I knew, of course, that Supreme is not better than Superman. But it doesn't matter because look at this crazy cover, man. This is crazy. Got the blood and the sword here. Oh, my goodness. Supreme. How is Supreme being injured? Well, we're going to find out. Co-creator, co-plotter is, of course, Rob Liefeld, Brian Murphy on pencils, and co-plotter, script, colorist. So, Brian Murray, good job. You did a lot on this one. All right, let's start off with Supreme. So he's mentioning some other characters here. Sentinel, Glory, Super Patriot. Super Patriot, I have the figure of that. Glory, that is another character, another extreme character, and kind of like a Wonder Woman style. All my comrades are gone. Damn it, they're all gone. But here's all these cool new guys. So here's a double page splash in an Image comic. What? That's weird. So showing all of the different teams. You got Wildcats. Anytime I say Wildcats, you got to say it like that cartoon. Wildcats. Got Wildcats. You got Cyberforce. You got Savage Dragon. Brigade. You got Youngblood, of course. You got Spawn himself. Yes, Spawn is there. There's Hellspawn. He's pretty cool too. Who are these guys? Is this Stormwatch or Wetworks or something? Maybe Wetworks. Yeah, pretty cool. I like this. Striker, man. Cyberforce was awesome. If I wasn't doing just the Extreme universe, I'd probably do Cyberforce. I always thought they were really neat. Okay, these are just the same pages as this. It's just zoomed in. All right. So much has changed, yet much remains the same. This is Supreme just thinking over his past. He's been gone for 50 years at this point, but it's time to pay a visit to Grislock. Now, this Grislock character supposedly is a terrible supervillain that Supreme used to fight. So it could be your sort of your Lex Luthor kind of clone, perhaps a mixture of Joker. It looks a little bit Luthor Joker combination. It seems that he's very crazy. I haven't read this in decades, so this is my first time reading through these. Most of these comics this is my second time ever reading through them. It's sort of a journey of discovery as well for me to go back and reread all of these issues. I did find that I'm missing a couple of in-between issues of Supreme, so that kind of pissed me off. Now I got to try to find those. And I don't have any, I repeat, I don't have any of Alan Moore's run. I had stopped getting Supreme at that point. I'm going to correct that. I'm going to get everything. My plan is to get all of these. So far, all the comics I reviewed, I own, but I am going to, there's going to come a time where I don't own them. And we'll figure it out at that point. Okay. So he now explains how he had murdered some of his friends. This is supposedly a Jimmy Olsen type of clone. His sort of Lois Lane, who is named Luis. There's the Junior Squad, that kind of stuff. So it shows that he's a really, really bad individual. And Supreme doesn't have any problems killing this guy. He's going to kill him. This is one thing that he doesn't share with Superman. He is willing to kill the guy anytime. Now, here comes a few characters to stop him. Now, their team name is Heavy Metal, and not metal like strong metal, like test your metal kind of thing. These guys are really neat, actually. Look at this big, huge guy. Skyraker. The names are crazy too. One of the things I found with Image is that they created many different characters, and they all look very, very unique from each other. Like a lot of them are callbacks, but there's just so many that I remember as a kid, my mind was spinning. I think I was like 16 or 17 when this came out. As I was a teenager, not a kid. And I was like, whoa, there's all these crazy characters. So this guy comes in, starts fighting, boom, he hits Supreme, falls down. We've got this guy. So Decibel appears to be the leader. This is not Decibel. You'll see Decibel. He actually looks pretty cool. You got this guy who's running fast, boom, nails this guy. It's like, whoa, it's like, he's like, whoa, this feels tough on my hands. There's Decibel right there. This is Decibel coming down, boom, with his awesome gear. He's shooting his like sound energy, and they're nailing Supreme. They get to, it's basically almost like a standoff, because Supreme, if he's the equivalent of Superman, like really it's going to be impossible to defeat this guy fully. So they end up saying, you know what, why don't we just, but look at this fight first. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself, and I tend to do that sometimes. Look at that. He cuts him with his wing. That's pretty neat. Great battle. This was the thing about Image Comics. You were guaranteed action, and I think this is why people really got into it. This idea that there's always going to be super action and dynamic poses and screaming faces and weapons and all of this stuff. So the guy's going to like slice them down. Supreme uses his vision here to kind of see inside this guy. This is really cool. This is a great page, really. This is one of the doubles, but like you turn it, really awesome. Using the X-ray vision to see his makeup, and his makeup is very cool. I'm not gonna read all this to you. You guys can check these out. Okay, so boom, he nails the guy. So look, so Decibel's like, okay, you know what? Why don't we just talk this out? Because obviously this isn't going anywhere. Like it's just a stalemate, right? And you got this guy back here who can like transform and stuff. That's pretty neat. It's like, all right, let's just talk this out. Let's go back and talk it out. So they go back to headquarters, to Gate, and that's G.A. like G.A.T.E. You got this fellow here. He's like sort of your leader. I believe his name was Jason, which is my name, so that's cool. Yes, Jason. I'm Jason Temple. How are you? It's like, oh yeah, I'm good. You've got 5 minutes, and they do the handshake here. A little bit of a quick tour. And they kind of want Supreme to be their leader, or at least Jason wants Supreme to be the leader. And he takes off, and they're like, well, what the heck happened? They're like, nope, he's gonna he's like, oh, I guess someone finally turned you down. He's like, why, Frank, you should know better. I'll see you at 04:30 hours to participate in Supreme's acclamation into the command chair of heavy metal. What? He's gonna be the leader. Now, this is something that Image does many times, which is they do a quick segue. It's almost like an epilogue where you see a big alien race or something, and there's just more characters, and you're just like, wow, like look at all these crazy guys. Now, I'm not sure if this is a connection to Wetworks or something. Someone can let me know in the comments. I only bought 1 or 2 issues of Wetworks, and I don't remember exactly what was going on in that, and that's to be continued. And there is extra pages here continuing this storyline, which actually looks really neat. This is Infinity. This is the conclusion to the Infinity 4-parter, which was taking place at the end of certain Image books. She looks kind of cool. This guy looks really neat, actually. I like this guy. He looks pretty cool. So I didn't really read this, and we're not going to really cover it here, but just to show you, that you got your money's worth here for Image Comics. They gave you a lot of great stuff. I'm really enjoying going through these, and not in a goofy way. I hate when people distance themselves and be like, well, this was, when it was cool when I was a teen, but listen, it was cool when I was a teen, but it's still cool now. That's what I'm going to say. I love these comics. They're a lot of fun. They're action packed. You get a lot of great art. Sometimes there's certain pages in a lot of these comics, where, you'd love to have the virgin copy, like get rid of the dialogue, the text, and just have that as a poster. There's so many posterable, is that a term? Posterizing. You could posterize a lot of these pages, and it'd be really damn cool. So that's it, guys. Make sure you're checking out the Extreme, the playlist is actually called Youngblood Extreme, because Youngblood was the first comic. So Youngblood Extreme, check it out. That's the full playlist with all the stuff. I got Last Blood reviews on there. I have ordered Youngblood, which is going to be shipping. I should have it in about a month. So I will have Youngblood, the new Youngblood, 2025 Youngblood. I'm going to have that before anyone else because I bought that right from the source, signed copy from Rob himself on his Whatnot shop, which I highly recommend. I've already bought tons of stuff from there. I'm slightly addicted to it. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. It's been great going through these. I can't wait to do the next one. So that's it. Until next time.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.